job is to explore it and enjoy it. One day, Swamiji asked a friend of mine, or rather, a friend of mine asked Swamiji, "Hey, what's the purpose of life? Why are we here?" And he turned to her and said, "To enjoy life." Oh, it can't be that easy. Yeah. And the only way you can enjoy life is to understand it. So in yoga, we're asked to appreciate the total reality that we are, body, mind, and spirit. And we have an ego. It's an essential part of us. You can't get rid of it. You can't carve it out. You can't throw it away, because if you do, you will limp. You want to harmonize it with the self. You want the ego to be the expression of the higher self. You want it to be the finite exuberance of its infinite source. Then you have a real person. Swami Rama had one of the most colossal egos I've ever seen. But he put it at the service of his self. How else could he entertain dignitaries who he himself lived and visited over 56 countries? He was an entrepreneur. He used to experiment with gardens. He used to try to pollinate different types of roses. He was so proud of his road building certificate. This great yogi, he loved to build roads. He was a connoisseur of jewels and rugs. He was a master cook. He was a skilled polo player. He had a doctorate from Oxford. He was an MD. He had delivered over 200 babies. All those are wonderful ego expressions of the self utilizing the talents of an individual. And that's what you have to open yourself up to on your journey to find your future, because your future is nothing but self-discovery. Sorry. I can't tell you specifically, but I can tell you what principles have to be employed. And sometimes you're going to have another experience come into your life. Maybe not as drastic as the one I'm about to tell you. A friend of mine was a salesman. He smoked 2 packs a day, liked martinis, was about only 75 pounds overweight, huffed and puffed. Exercise was something he would turn over until the ugly thought went away. And he was having chest pains. I wonder why. About 42. And they were really getting to him, and they were interfering with his life. So one day he decided to take the afternoon off and get the boat and go up to one of the lakes here, in Minnesota. And he got up there, and his boat was about 10 yards off from the shore, and it was in the sand, and he started to pull it, and he had no strength. And he grunted and pulled, and he could barely move it, and he was starting to sweat. And he thought, my God, I can't get my boat. It's only 10 yards from the water. And he finally got it to the edge. And he looked across the way, and there was an elderly woman watching him from the dock. And when he looked up,